Hi there. It's June 15th. Time for Proverbs 15. There. Now, this is one of my favorite ones. It teaches you how to argue. Okay? Arguing with your spouse, your boss, your friends. Good advice. Okay? And it starts with verse 1. A gentle anger turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Okay? Remember that when arguing. Okay? A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. That's true. Somebody comes at you all mad like this. Your instinct is to get mad back, but a gentle answer turns away wrath. Just say, and you don't want to say calm down. Just be calm yourself. Okay. And if you look at verse 4, a soothing tongue is a tree of life, but perversion in it crushes the spirit. So remember those things. Okay, verse 2, the tongue of the wise makes knowledge acceptable, but the mouth of fools spouts folly. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, watching the evil and the good. Verse 5, a fool rejects his father's discipline, but he who regards reproof is sensible. Are you sensible? Great wealth is in the house of the righteous, but trouble is in the income of the wicked. Yeah. It doesn't have to mean you have money. You could just have peace. Okay? Peace is worth more than a lot of money. So, 7, the lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the hearts of the fools are not so. Right. 8, the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. Right. And wicked people that give things, like philanthropists, they call them, thinking they're doing good, and the Lord finds it abominable. Okay. 9, the way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he loves one who pursues righteousness. Right. Pretty basic, huh? 10, grievous punishment is for him who forsakes the way. He who hates reproof will die. Right. If you hate discipline, you hate reproof. If you hate learning, you'll die eventually. Sheol and Abaddon lie open before the Lord. How much more the hearts of men? Right. God can see everything. 12, a scoffer does not love one who reproves him. He will not go to the wise. Scoffers are like that. Scoffers are like that. Right. 13, you've heard your grandma say this, a joyful heart makes a cheerful face, but when the heart is sad, the spirit is broken. Right. 14, the mind of the intelligent seeks knowledge, but the mouth of a fool feeds on folly or foolishness. 15, all the days of the afflicted are bad, but a cheerful heart has a continual feast. Yeah. Need to find out how to have a cheerful heart. Huh? 16. I will highlight this one. Better is a little with fear of the Lord than great treasure and turmoil, or all the trouble that comes with it. Yeah. Lots of people say, well, if I had money, I wouldn't be like that if I had millions of dollars. Money corrupts. Okay. The more money, the more corrupt. Absolutely. And it brings trouble. Okay? People with lots of money have lots of trouble. 17, better is a dish of vegetables where love is than a fattened ox served with hatred. Right. Stay home. Okay, and 18 goes with the arguing. A hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but the slow to anger calms a dispute. Okay? If you're arguing or having a lively discussion with your significant other, anger should never come into the picture. So I know it's hard to keep it out, but it should never come into the picture. 19, the way of the lazy is a hedge of thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway. Right. Lazy people always have a hard time of it, don't they? Because they don't want to do anything. 20, a wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish man despises his mother. Right. Make your father happy. 21, folly is joy to him who lacks sense. Foolishness is joy to him who lacks sense. But a man of understanding walks straight. Right. Without consultation, plans are frustrated. But with many counselors, they succeed. Right. Always get advice. Get lots of advice before you do anything. 23, a man has joy in an apt answer. How delightful is a timely word. Right. A timely word. Apt answer. What's this? Answer of his mouth. What's that say in our other versions over here? What's that verse? 23. Can you see this? Everyone enjoys a fitting reply. A fitting reply at the right time. Right. Okay, 24. The path of life leads upward for the wise, that he may keep away from Sheol or hell below. Right. The Lord will tear down the house of the proud, but he will establish the boundary of the widow. Evil plans are an abomination to the Lord, but pleasant words are pure. Evil plans are an abomination to the Lord. Right. He who profits illicitly troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. A lot of that going on, huh? The heart of the righteous ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. Right? You ponder how to answer. Think about stuff before you say it, or do you just blurt out? 29, the Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. Right. 30, bright eyes gladden the heart. The light of the eyes gladdens the heart. Good news puts fat on the bones. Everybody loves good news. Huh? I like good news. He whose ear listens to life-giving reproof will dwell among the wise. Right? If you learn, you will hang out with wise people. 32, he who neglects discipline despises himself, but he who listens to reproof acquires understanding. Right. Simple. And 33, the fear of the Lord is the instruction for wisdom, and before honor comes humility. That's very important, okay? If you want to be wise, you must first fear the Lord, or reverence of the Lord. Follow the Lord. Okay? And before honor comes humility. Being humble is one of the most important traits you can have. The most important. Okay? He says that over and over again. So, there's 15. Let's see what we're talking about arguing here. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. And for a soothing tongue is a tree of life, but perversion in it crushes the spirit. Don't say mean things, especially if you're arguing. Okay? The rule should be no name calling, no evil things, just specifically to hurt somebody. Okay, what else is going here? A hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but the slow to anger calms a dispute. Be slow to anger. Okay, that's the arguing part. Okay, we highlighted 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. Okay. Now there's lots of evil people, wicked people, philanthropists that are doing things for the poor and others to make themselves feel better and to get a name for themselves and to say, look at me on the news. Okay. The Lord finds that abominable. Okay. Abominable. If you give to the poor, you're supposed to do it in secret so nobody knows. And then you will have your reward in heaven. But if you look at me down here, that's all the reward you will ever get. Okay? Okay, we highlighted 16. Better is a little with fear of the Lord, or reference it's going to say. Yeah. Than great treasure and turmoil with it. Okay? It's better to be poor and be following the Lord than it is to be rich and have all the troubles and turmoils that comes with that. Okay? I mean, talk to people who have been in both places, okay? Because they're out there. And they will tell you this verse is very true. And we went over 18 with our arguing. 23, we highlighted a man has joy in an apt answer or fitting reply right there. And how delightful is a timely word. Saying the right word at the right time feels good. It does. Most times it's better just to keep your mouth shut. Okay? He says that all over Proverbs. And 27, we highlighted, he who profits illicitly troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. All right. There are people over there on the East Coast that are taking bribes. In America, they call it lobbying, where somebody whom a representative does not represent will come to them and say, I will give you all this money if you will vote on this thing the way I want it voted on. Not thinking about his constituents, who he's supposed to be representing, he will take that money and vote on something that that his constituents or the people he is supposed to represent do not believe in and don't want passed into law. And he takes the money, the bribe. What does he say? He troubles his own house. That's profit illicit. That's illicit profits. Okay. And all representatives, their net worth goes up $1.5 million a year on average on a $170,000 salary. Okay, that's impossible. Okay, it's just, you can't, a famous old president from the last century said, you can't get rich in politics unless you are a crook. Okay? And most of them are getting rich in politics today. So, ask yourself that question. Okay. 28, the heart of the righteous ponders how to answer. Have that conversation in your head first before you go blurting out an answer. The mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. Yeah. I highlighted 33. Should have been verse 1, right? Maybe it is verse 1 of the next chapter. The fear of the Lord is the instruction for wisdom. And before honor comes humility. There's two different statements. The fear of the Lord is the instruction for wisdom. Yeah? Fearing the Lord, following the Lord, having reverence, awe. That's how you get wise. Okay? That's how you get wise. He says that everywhere. Fear of the Lord is first. And before honor comes humility. The only way to truly be honored is if somebody else honors you and you don't honor yourself. That's called bragging, and people hate that. If you're humble, somebody else builds you up, then you're honored. So, there you have it. I think let's can see what we're doing in our Through the Bible in a Year today. More Kings and Chronicles. 1 Kings 9, 2 Chronicles 8. So, there you have it. That's Proverbs 15 for June 15th. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Remember, be humble. Be happy with what you have. Okay. So, until later on, see ya.